Yo, what's going on, y'all?
What's happening, my guy, fellas?
What up? What up?
Happy Valentine's Day to y'all guys.
Another episode of That's Major, man. I'm Coach Void. Got Coach Jolly with me. Coach S.I., Coach Kevin. And we got a special host with us today, man. Coach Tat, man, down in Warner Robins, man. What's going on with you?
I don't know nothing much, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Glad to be on with y'all, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna say this, Coach Tat, man, before you even get started, man. You can call me the flower, man, because I want to give you your flowers here, man. While you're alive, man, I just want to give a shout out to what you guys have. Warner Robins, predominantly known as a football town, man. You along with your other coaches, man, it made Warner Robins, man, a basketball town, man. So I just want to commend you guys, man, as far as also with the Warner Robins High School, you and Coach Gardman and those guys, man, and then with your AAU team, man. I just want to give you a shout out because I know you put a lot of personal time in with kids, man. So shout out to you, Coach.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. Took us a long time to get it done, but you know, we trying to keep it rolling.
Hey, Coach, man, let's get into tell us a little about yourself, man. Like where you're from and how you got into coaching.
Oh man, born and raised here in Robbins, man, and got into coaching, man. The coach one of my nephews when he was about 5 years old, man. And I think he's 21 now. So started out with coaching him, man, football and basketball, and has been around the Warner Robins High School program for nearly 20 years now. Been around Coach Malone, watching how he does things and how he did things, and just wanted to follow in his footsteps. And Coach Garman came along and got with Coach Garman, man, and we've been rock and rolling ever since.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, tell us about how did the Warner Robins All Star originate, man? Where did the idea come from?
Oh, the idea came from, man. We had some kids that that really wasn't doing anything during the summer, man, and we got with another organization, man. Was back then was the Middle Georgia Raptors. We formed the team together, and we was at Warner Robins Express, and for 1 year. Then the next year, about 2009, we kind of broke off, and we went on and did our own thing. They went on and did their own thing, and that group was the first group that we had, which they graduated in 2018. So we took that group along, man, and just groomed them, and they became legends in their own town.
So tell us about how you started out. How y'all started out the dribble podcast, man? Like how did y'all get into that?
Man, it was just a jokerly thought, to be honest with you. We was watching Love of the Game podcast with the guys of Mondre and those guys, man, and just joking, said, man, let's start this podcast. Let's see what we can do. And it just started off as a joke, man, and Coach Charles, the engineer, technology guy, he found some stuff, man, and we got on and the first run, and we've been at it ever since.
Gotcha.
Coach Kev, you got anything for him?
Oh man, I'm just soaking it all in right now.
Coach Tat,
you know, basketball ain't really my repertoire, so I like to soak it all in. I have my questions.
Well, I got something for you, Coach Tat, man. Can you explain to the viewers, especially young guys, it's a big stigma going around about guys playing on these tennis shoe sponsored teams, these AAU travel teams with Nike and all Under Armour. Can you explain the advantages and disadvantages of playing for an independent grassroots organization such as the Warner Robins All Stars versus playing with one of those so-called tennis shoe sponsored teams?
Yeah, man, we've talked about this and threw this out there a lot, man, over the years. Playing with that shoe team, man. They gonna give you the bags and give you uniforms and the shoes and give you these destinations where you're gonna stop and play it on their circuit. But ultimately, when it comes back, you come back and play in the same tournaments that the independent teams are playing in. We played the Atlanta Express, we played the Georgia Stars, we played the Atlanta Celtics. We played. They've all been in the same tournaments that we've been in, but The advantages, I would say the exposure, but I mean the tournaments that we go to, I mean it's just exposed in what they go playing on that circuit. So I wouldn't say the exposure piece. I would just say the name across the front of the chest will be the I guess will be the advantage. Disadvantage is with us independent grassroots, you paying for everything. You either fundraising, you carpooling, that type of stuff. You know, with the shoot teams, they flying you across the country and this, that, and the other. But I mean, ultimately, some kids I've seen in the past getting the same scholarship that those kids are getting, and don't but a handful of those kids get those scholarships, and just a handful of ours get them too.
With that being said, coach, because a lot of times we have kids, especially going not from that Atlanta area, they end up going up the road playing on one of those sponsor teams and end up sitting the bench. And actually the ultimate goal for all coaches should be to try to help kids get a scholarship. So with that being said, can you tell the viewers some of the guys who went on to college ball from your program that are actually on track to get a college degree?
Right now you got Nelson Phillip, that's at Georgia State, which was part of that 2018 team. Jacoby Owens down at Valdosta State. You got Champ Dawson. I think Champ Dawson took this year off, but he was at JUCO with his dad over at Central Georgia Tech, which is their program is now ranked 19th in the country. JUCO. You got Quan Dillard, that's at St. Vincent's right now. He's a 2020 graduate. Um, who else? TJ Morgan is at Middle Georgia. Um, Jacoby Coleman, who's at Fort Valley right now, which is this going to be his junior year this year. I mean, we got what I would say 13 kids since 2018. That's in college right now. You know, getting a scholarship and had that scholarship offer and took advantage of it.
And also, I want to ask you this, coaches. Viewers may know you're assistant coach with the Warner Robins basketball team. I got one question, coach. How did it feel a couple years ago when Jacoby made that shot? What was that feeling, knowing the process that you guys have built, starting from scratch with the school, turning them into a winner? How did that feel when you realized y'all had won the state, coach?
To me, man, it was. I mean, it was surreal. But to see him hit that shot, that's something that Jacoby has done since he been what 11, 12 years old. You practice those situations. They're competing at practice, and you tell them, all right, last possession. If you score, defense runs. If the offense doesn't score, they run. So I mean, we just practice that stuff, man, and it came down to that situation. I was actually trying to get Coach Gorman to call a timeout during that, to try to draw up something right there at the last minute. But he didn't call a timeout because it's something that we worked on and went through the process of, and he got it, hit the shot. So the rest is history.
Hey, man, never can be taken away from him. Never can be. Coach Voigt, what you got for him?
Hey man, let me jump back into AAU, man. How big is preparation, for y'all, far as just getting ready for the season, man? How soon do you start?
With AAU,
Yeah.
right after the last game, man, of each one of those kids, high school season. We jump right into it, man, and we like prepare because I mean, with us, we look at AAU season as a preparation for your high school season. Yeah, we want to go get that scholarship, and we're gonna do everything to put you in those positions, but we're gonna also prepare you for that high school season. So it's some work to do. So it ain't just rolling the balls out and you going up and down. Now you gonna train, you gonna learn some sets, you gonna learn some terminology, you gonna learn all that stuff before you leave with us. Now I will say Coach Gorman gets kind of ticked sometimes because we use some terminology and then we get to the high school season and use some terminology and some of the other kids on the other team know the terminology. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. But we always say you got to stop it. You got to
Right,
stop it.
right. You got to.
Yeah, yeah. But that's some of the stuff that we do, man. And we try to compete with the best and going up on the radar, man. And with Sean Williams and Hoop Sing with Ty Young and get those kids up there playing in those tournaments, man. And play against the top guys in the country. I mean, you can't beat it, man. That prepares them well.
Right.
Hey, Coach Boy, what we got on the show today? Tell the viewers what we got going on today on the show.
Well, we got two ball players, man. One from LPD and the other one from Mary Person.
I keep hearing
So
about these rankings. Tell the viewers about these rankings that's coming up, Coach Boy.
yeah, man, we're gonna rank the Middle Georgia basketball players, man. We're gonna do it by class and just go from there with it. Like I said, man, all of us got different perspectives about it. So anybody else, if we miss anybody, man, feel free to just get in the comments, man, and let us know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, it's all about there's no egos, guys. It's all about getting exposure for kids and just recognize them for the things, the attributes, and the talents that they've been showing over this past season. Speaking of that, before we get started, Coach Tad, tell us a little about how the season's been going with Warner Robins. I know you lost a key player on your team, Greg Jones. I know that he was a senior this year, a guy that was averaging 26 points and 13 rebounds before he got injured. Can you tell you how the season is going? How the team have to overcome that injury?
Well, I mean, as you know, you're gonna always miss 26 and 13. But as we built as a program, next man up. And it's been next man up. We haven't had the season that we've had in the last 8 years with 12 and 10. We've lost 10 games that we lost. We've led in the fourth quarter. So the stigma has been on us this season is we hadn't finished well and shot free throws well. So anytime you don't finish a game well and you don't shoot free throws well, that's a disaster waiting to happen, man. So we rocking and rolling, man. Finished second in the region, the veterans. So we got the region tournament coming up. So hopefully we'll take care of business and get on to the state tournament.
How have you and your coaching staff overcome COVID? How's that been an issue, Coach, as far as your kids trying to prevent it, finding your rhythm, having to cancel games maybe? How did you guys overcome COVID?
Man, I tell you, we've been blessed that we haven't we've as a school haven't canceled any games. We haven't had any kids out with COVID as well, and that's due to our administration at the school, man. Continuously having things sprayed down and all the precaution that Coach Garman and other coaches are taking. So knock on wood. Hopefully we don't have none, but we haven't had any issues. We had other teams that cancel games, but we haven't had any cancel any games. So we've dealt with it pretty steadily though.
Do you guys know who you will face in the first round, or has the brackets been determined yet? How's that going as far as the playoffs?
Well, right now we'll be facing Region 4. Region 4. Eagles Landing beat Dutchtown last night to win the region championship. So Dutchtown is 2. Eagles Landing is 1. I went and watched Union Grove and Locust Grove the other night. Locust Grove beat Union Grove, so that puts them 3rd and Union Grove 4th. So depending on what we do in the region tournament, we'll be facing one of those 4 teams.
Oh, so you guys will be playing a region tournament?
Yes. We got a region tournament coming up. Tomorrow, they got the play-in game, and Wednesday we'll start the semifinals.
Well, is veteran the host? Who's the host school?
One around it was on the girls' side this year, and our girls. Shout out to Coach White. Finished first, went undefeated in the region. So we'll be hosting at Warner Robins. And
Speaking of the rankings, Coach Boyd, what class are we gonna start off with today, Coach Boyd?
We're gonna start out with seniors, man. But first, before we even start off with it, man, I want to bring a kid on, man. A kid that's coming off a big game, man. Goes down to LPD, man. Jordan Jones, man.
Whew, dropped 60, didn't he?
Yeah, man. What's going on, Jordan?
What's up?
Can you hear me? Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on,
Yeah, I
Jordan?
can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
That's Mr. 60 piece right there.
What's going on, man? Tell us about your big game, man. Tell us about your 60-point game you had.
Man, you on fire, man. You had social media on fire, man. You had got in one of them zones, boy, like KD or Kobe or something. Boy, tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Coming into the game, I knew I to do something special since it was my senior night. You know, you only get that day once. So I just went out there and just laid it all out on the court.
I've been watching you, man, over the past 4 years, man, especially football. I've officiated several of your games. I've been watching you in basketball. But this season, man, is probably one of the best seasons LPD's had in school history. What can you attribute, man, to this season you guys finally, making that next step? And because you guys have only lost one game going into, the region tournament, what can you attribute to the success of your team this year, George?
Um, Coming from last year, you know, we had one of the best records in a long time at PD, and we just put in a lot of work all season together, and our teammates were like brothers on the court, so the chemistry is always going to be 100% no matter what. And so it just led all the way to my senior year and this year, and we just keep balling as a team, and we just got that chemistry on the court, so everything just works out really easy.
All right, all right.
Let me ask you about two of your young teammates, man. Mister little Jalen down there, man, and Jakari, man. How is it playing with those guys?
Man, it's crazy. Jalen gives us that energy on the court. He's everywhere on the court. You know, getting steals. That's what he is. He is like rebounds over tall centers and everything, and he facilitates the ball and everything. And then you got JT, a big freshman, just getting a lot of minutes in the game, getting rebounds, being big in the paint, doing everything on defense, and yeah, they're a big factor on our team.
Gotcha, man. So, man, we ranking players, man. This episode, man. We're gonna start out with the seniors, man. Let's see where you fall in at.
And like I said, these rankings, guys, for the seniors, they are based on guys I've seen, statistics, film, and it covers a wide range of areas. We're gonna start it off with number 10, and that's gonna be a kid from down there in Washington County. He's gonna be the number 10 guy coming in, and that's gonna be a kid by the name of Keywan Bloodsaw. Oh no, that's the juniors. Got the juniors.
Hold on, let me get right. Let me get right.
Hey, Jordan, let me ask you a question before we get started. Where did you play your middle school ball at? Have you always been over at LPD? Did you go to middle school there? Where did you play your middle school ball at?
I played middle school at Stratford.
Okay. And I remember you coming up in the rec league, man. I remember your dad being a coach, man. So it's been a fun, exciting for me, man, to watch you develop. And going into college, man, do you prefer basketball or football, or are you gonna try to play both? What's the decision on that, Jordan?
Honestly, I'm thinking basketball right now, but if I get an offer for football, I'll think about it. But right now, I'm just locked in on basketball right now.
Okay.
All right, we good to go now. All right.
All right, Coach Kevin, let's roll that top 10 out for him. As I said earlier, this kid that started off number 10, I went and watched him on Friday night. That's Keywan Bloodsaw against Northeast, but unfortunately, when I got there, he was in a walking boot. And that shows his importance to his ball club because they got down by 20 to Northeast Friday night, but they was able to overcome it. Keywan, he's a hard-nosed, tough player. He's a 3-year varsity guy. They've won the region championship 4 out of the last 5 years. He comes in averaging 15 points a game. He's instrumental in leading his team to the top of the standings. He had a season-high 25 against Jasper County. And like I said, this kid was in a walking boot Friday night, so I just hope that he's able to get healthy. And as Washington County makes the playoff push, so number 10 checking in is Keywan Bloodsaw of Washington County. And that leads us to the number 9 guy who's kind of risen up the steam this year. He's kind of a sleeper, an underrated guy, even though his team is number 1 in the state. And that's Jeremy Simmons. Jeremy Simmons from down there in Baldwin. Baldwin's the number 1 team in 4A. Simmons is kind of, like I said, snuck up on people this year. He's an all-region guy, tenacious defender. And he spearheaded Baldwin to the number 1 ranking. He's coming in averaging only 12 points a game, but that shows his ability on the defensive side as well. So I definitely had to give a shout out to Mr. Simmons down there in Baldwin County.
Hey, 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 Mr. Simmons played with them All Stars last year, the last 3 summers.
Okay, so can you tell us with that being said, Coach Tad, can you give us something on Mr. Simmons about his what type of player he is and what he brings to the table?
He's a very humble kid. Plays above that 6'3" frame. Get in there, mix it up, rebound, tough nose kid. Would take the charge, knock down the three. Get it off the rim and go coast to coast. He's a utility guy. He does a lot. And Baldwin's got a good kid down there.
Definitely, definitely. As we go through these rankings, you're going to see that your program, the One Rubber All Stars, Coach, you guys have kids all over the rankings, so it's definitely going to show how the impact you having on the area, not only in Warner Robins, but the entire 478 region. So as we go along, you're definitely going to see kids that you probably know, Coach. And that brings us to the number 8 guy. And this guy here, like I said, he's probably a guy, if you hadn't followed, you're not keeping up with Middle Georgia, you probably wouldn't know him, but that's Tyquan Davis. Dublin dropped down from Double A last season, and they hadn't missed a beat. This kid has been the straw that stirs the drink for him. He's underrated. He's a point guard, comes in, averaging 16 points a game. Dublin is number 2 in Class A. And like I said, their drop down didn't affect them. And Tyquan Davis has been a guy that's definitely been pivotal for them this season as they had great success down there in Dublin. They've been known as a football school, but this year Tyquan Davis has definitely put the basketball program back on the map down there in Dublin. I want you to give a shout out to Tyquan Davis. And that leads us to our number 7 guy. This guy here is a player of the year, region player of the year from down there Upson Lee. That's going to be Malik Smith. He was the Region 2 AAA player of the year as Upson Lee had a great season. In the playoffs, they was knocked out by Peach County. But this guy's a versatile player inside and outside. He's been a key contributor, team captain. And that shows the importance of the postseason tournaments because Upson League was a regular season. If I believe they were number 1 or number 2 seed. But after being knocked out from the region tournament, that's going to definitely affect their seeding going forward in the playoffs. But look forward for Malik Smith to have, like I said, a positive impact on Upson League as they march toward a state championship.
Also, man, you got to also mention, man, he was a top 10 running back as well. Rushed for over 1,100 yards this season. So
Coach Kevin, that's a great point, man. Because you're gonna see several guys here who play both football and basketball. So you make a great point there, guys. It shows maybe some guys try to stay away from football and try to do the one sport. But as you indicated, Coach Kevin, we're gonna see some guys on the list on the rankings that play both sports and excel at them. And this number 6 guy coming in, Coach Tat, you probably know him personally. You watched him grow up from a young guy to a senior. So that's gonna be Rashawn Tomlin. He's a guy who I've been keeping an eye on. Like I said, I've been following your team over the past 3-4 years. He's a versatile player, been a pivotal piece for you. Great defender, long and lengthy, averaging 15.6 boards. And Coach Tat, can you tell the viewers more about Rashawn Tomlin?
Mr. Humble. Rashawn don't say much. I mean, you get on him, look at you, shake his head, give you that nod. He ain't gonna say too much. But he's picked up his game here in the absence of Greg Jones. We lean on him a lot, man, and he's taking on that task, leading the team right now. And couldn't ask for anything more, man. Like I say, he's a great defender with that wingspan, 6'5", 6'6" kid. Shoot the basketball, great mid-range game. Can play with his back to the basket. He does a lot for us, man. So he's a great kid.
Oh yeah, guys, our viewers, I think the numbers, that's gonna be our number 5 guy. I'm not sure what's coming up here next. That's gonna be I ain't got it on paper. You're right. Our number 5 guy is gonna be D'Angelo Hines. Coach, you may be familiar with this kid as well, Coach Tad, having a battle against him the last 2 or 3 years in the same region. But D'Angelo is actually a veteran, man. They're undefeated. He's an all-region guy. Veterans has come out of nowhere the last 2 or 3 years as a basketball program. And D'Angelo Hines, he's the lead guy. Coach Tad, can you tell what it's like to play against D'Angelo? What it's been like competing against him the last couple of years in the region?
And D'Angelo Hines is a hard worker. D'Angelo Hines, he can shoot the cover off the basketball. He does a good job, and he's done a great job for that program, man. And what they've done here in the last 2 or 3 years. Um, he's a hard defender, man, a tough defender. He likes to get in there and mix it up a little bit. Um, his game has came a long way from just being a shooter. He's able to put the ball on the ground and get to the basket now. So I mean, he's another kid that you probably won't hear anything bad about.
Yeah, going forward, man, veterans, they're a team that's finally looking to put it together. They have a deep team down there, so I'm looking for veterans to be a team when it's all said and done to be fighting for a state championship spot, and possibly a final four, possibly a state. The veteran Warhawks down there in Kathleen. And as Coach Kevin told us earlier, our number 4 guy, he was made the list as well for our top football players in the area. And one word can describe this guy. He's a winner. This guy here's a flat out winner. That's gonna be Jamal Peanut Taylor. He's 18 points a game, all region guy, outstanding defender. And as we talked about earlier, he's a football player, both sides. He's a guy that really shows. He's an example of how football and basketball can go together because he's excelling in both. So for Hancock Central Class A school, you might want to keep an eye on Peanut Taylor as they go forward. They're trying to repeat as a state champions. So the number 4 guy is Peanut Taylor, and our number 3 guy is a guy that the viewers has got to know today well, and that's going to be Mr. Jordan Jones checking in. He's going to be our number 3 guy on the top 10 rankings. Jordan's a guy I've been following ever since rec league. I watched him excel from middle school to high school, and this year Jordan's put it all together. Jordan's an explosive athlete, all region guy. We talked about the football player, and this guy, I don't care what level you on, or if you're shooting up playing video games, the 60-point, 13 3-point game is impressive by Jordan. It's got to be the single, the high for the 4-7-8 area. Jordan comes in averaging 22 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals, and he's been very instrumental in leading LPD this year. So Jordan Jones, the number 3 guy checking in, has been very solid this year. He's put together a solid 4-year career. And I look forward to him at the next level somewhere playing football or basketball. And that leads us to our number 2 guy, coach, that you definitely should be familiar with. I just love this kid right here. I love his game. And that's Trey Crane. Northside, he's been the face of the franchise for Northside Warner Robins the past 3 years. He's been the leader on the court, all region guy. And despite what the record may say, Trace Crane brings it every night. He does it all. He's a floor general. He has 22 points a game. For a guard, he's actually averaging 9 rebounds a game. So that shows his ability to go down there and get the dirty work. Coach Tat, can you tell us more about Trey Crane? What it's like to know him as a player, compete against him? Can you tell the viewers more about Trey?
Trey is just like my little brother. I've been coaching that kid since he's been 8 years old. Trey is an ultra competitor, and when you mean the floor general, he's gonna get everybody in place where they're supposed to be. He ain't gonna take any plays off. He's gonna make sure everything that he does, he's gonna do it at a high level. He works extremely hard over there with Coach Arnett and Heights South Skill Lab. Man, he get it done over there too. So that translates to his game. Like you say, he's been the face of that team for the last 4 years because he started as a freshman. So he's been doing it, man. It's a veteran guy. Couldn't ask anything else about Trey.
Right, man. Like I said, Trey, man, is a kid that I've definitely been a fan of for the past 4 years. I've watched him develop, and I'm just college coaches sleeping on this kid. He's gonna make somebody. He's gonna be at somebody's program, and he's gonna be one of those kids who have a solid career, end up getting a degree, and coaches gonna shake their head wondering why they missed out on him.
Yep.
And going forward to the number 1 guy, there's really, man, this guy here. I've watched this guy from the 7 and 8 year old rec league when they had to let the goals down, and I watched this guy as a freshman be known as a 3-point shooter, helping Westside get to the Final Four. But the way this guy's just taken off this year, man, it's been unbelievable. It's nothing but hard work, dedication, discipline. And that's the way to Reed Jr. This guy's leading the state in scoring at 27 points a game. He's a 5-star recruit. He's a University of Florida signee. The list goes on and on. He's top 25 nationally. As a McDonald's All-American nominee, he has tons of upside. And look for this guy to contribute immediately at the University of Florida based on the fact that he works at it. The guy, he's a workaholic. Coach Void, I know that you know this kid personally. You've watched him grow up. Can you just tell the viewers something about, how his development is taking off and what have you seen from him ever since he's been a 7-8-year-old kid to now?
Well, I seen the potential, man. He was good when he was 10. I think that when I first saw him when he was 10. And then me and, his dad we started getting close, man. And, I got up under the Hype South umbrella. But as I kept watching him, man, even at Weaver, man, I started seeing him shoot it. And he was shooting it, man, especially like in the 8th grade, man, he was shooting it. And this year, man, what I seen that was very important, man, shout out to Harnett, man, because I know he trains him. But, man, a lot of stuff, like, sometimes you can see him, man, he'll probably be in the backyard, man, just working out. Doing stuff, on his own. Don't nobody have to go tell him to go work out. And the thing that I think he added, man, was that post game. Like, you can't deny him the ball. He can get the ball now, man. A lot of people don't understand how important that is. You know what I'm saying? So now you can't hold him and try to deny him ball. Don't let him catch it because he gonna get the ball. And he got a nice post game with him now, man. And he plays Call of Duty, man. Like, ain't nothing you can too much do with him, man. Ain't no stopping that kid, man. If the only thing you can hope for is an off night. That's it, man. And he's one of the best I've seen him making, man. If not the best. I'm just talking about me coming up. I haven't seen everybody, but me just looking, he probably the best I've seen.
Man, we talked about earlier the importance of the independent grassroots program, and this guy he's a standard of showing you can do it the grassroots way. You don't have to go the independent way. You don't have to go out there and join the Nike circuits and all that, the Under Armour circuits. This guy, he got it from the ground up. He was with Team Georgia Magic, independent team Hype South, and he paved the way. He paved the way. He showed us that. He's showing all the kids in the middle Georgia area you can go to a big time Power 5 school without chasing tennis shoes and without chasing bags, by just putting in the work. And if you put in the work and keep the right people in your corner, good things can happen to you. Coach Tat, can you tell us a little bit about Racing Reed Jr. from what you've seen and the times you had him work with him, seen him one-on-one or seen him up close?
Man, the guy's a workaholic, man. And the thing that I like about him most, and just talking to him, even this year, you talk to him about what he want to get better at. I mean, everybody know he can shoot the basketball. Everybody know he can get to the basket. His focus was on rebounding. He said, "Coach, I want to get better rebounding the basketball," and that's what he did. He said, "I want to get better at being the leader, leading the young guys." And that's what he did. You can see it on the floor. He's patting guys on the tail and when they do wrong and encouraging them. He's rebounding and leading the break and assists going up, rebound going up.
Right.
Yeah, because he's gonna score the basketball, but he want to get better at other parts of the game, man. And I think that's what kind of separates him from a lot of the kids because he likes to get better on weaknesses.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. He's a very, very underrated passer. Mm-hmm. He's a very underrated passer, man. A lot of kids I know that can score the ball like that. They ain't looking to pass the ball like that. But I've seen him this year, man, which makes him just put him another notch. Him snatching a rebound, man, and looking up. Do you know how hard it is to get kids to look up when they snatch a rebound? He snatch a rebound, he looks up. So he get a lot of assists just snatching a rebound, dribbling once, getting it out. And man, look, man, that's very underrated, man. Just that skill alone,
The kid, go ahead. No, the kid understands. He understands the game. That's what makes him so good. He understands the game. He understands. Right. He understands situations in the game, stuff like that, man. And I think that's what separates him a lot as well.
The 10
Right.
rebounds show that his senior year, he's made it a habit.
Yep.
You know, Westside used to have some big guys, long guys in the paint, but he's taken it upon himself to go down there, become a rebound, and show his versatility, man. So that's what I've really been impressed with his senior year. He's put it all together, man. And they got a big game coming up, I believe, against Westover in the first round of playoffs. It's going to be a big-time game, fans. If you want to get out there, you may want to go out there and see this kid, fans. If you're in the Macon area, the 478 area, this may be a guy that you may be seeing and watching on television for years to come. So, fans, if you can get a chance to check out Westside Macon, be sure you get out there and check him out in the first round of the playoff.
Hey, Westover got some kids too now.
That's what I know. That's what I know, Coach. That's going to be a good one in round one. That probably is going to be one of the better first round matchups.
Yeah.
In the state, especially in AAA. So that's going to be Westside. Westside will be the home team, but Westover's going to bring some athletes from down there in Southwest Georgia, and it's going to be interesting to see how they defend Reeves and how he's able to counter his offensive attack. But the list, guys, I just try to cover guys all over the 478 area. I'm glad to have Mr. Jones on here because he actually clocked in at number 3. And this guy, Jordan, I just want to say you've had a great season, and I want to just congratulate you on your team going into the playoffs and hopefully bring home that region tournament, man. Just keep working hard, man. You have a bright future. And it was a pleasure to watch these last couple of years, man. So keep working hard.
Thank you.
Hey man, what you thought about the rankings, man? Tell me about a few of the kids on there, man. Do you know any of them? Have you played with any of them? Have you played against any of them, or what you think, man?
Yeah, I kind of grew up with Kawasi, so I know him. I know Trey a little bit. I know a couple people on the list. I think all of them are deserve it. They've been working, but I think it's how everyone should think that's on that list. I believe that I'm the best on that list.
Oh yeah,
that's how you supposed to think.
It's just the mindset you gotta have.
Right.
Speaking of that, Jordan, man, a lot of times there's a stigma with the private school schedule and versus the public school. Do you feel like you would have been, if you went to a public school against the public competition, do you feel like, you would have held your own and maybe excelled as well? Tell us about that. How do you feel about the competition, private versus public, that people kind of create a stigma? Tell us about, can you kind of, tell us a little bit about how you feel about that?
People are always going to criticize, me going to a private school or whatever and not playing, the level of competitiveness of public schools. But I believe, if I was playing at a public school, I'll still be doing my thing no matter what. Private school, you still gonna play big teams in the state playoffs, like Green Forest, St. Francis. You still got to play those top level teams no matter what. And it really doesn't bother me. I'm still gonna go out there and just keep playing my game.
I definitely feel like, man, you would have success at the public school, man. You definitely, like I said, man, you're a great athlete, a great ball player. So I definitely agree, man, that no matter where you went to school at, you'd have had success.
Thank you.
All right, man. It's been a pleasure, man, having you on, man. We're not gonna hold you up, man. Keep grinding, man, and hey, try to go out there and score 60 again, man.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Okay, man.
Good luck to you in the region tournament, man. Y'all bring it home, man.
All right, thank you.
All right. It's a good kid, man.
Man, I'm telling you, man, the kid was well spoken, man. The kid was, attentive, man. So, man, it's good to see, like I said, man, been able to give all the kids great exposure all over the 478 area.
Hey, man, I got I'm tripping by some of the comments, man. Kevin, they show on you, man, with your red robe, man.
Kevin got his Valentine's
Valentine's Day, man.
I let him slide today, so.
look, let a couple of little chest hairs hang out. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't taco meat. Let the taco meat hang out.
We keeping it real, player today. Look, I'm over here quiet. You know, we talking about basketball, so it really is my day off. You know what I'm saying? You know, I let y'all ride the boat tonight.
Hey man, as far as the seniors, man, any comments, anything, man, y'all can get in the comment section. Any questions?
Coach Tat, man, what do you think about the list, man? Did you I know you knew some of the kids, man. What did you overall? What did you think about the list?
Listen, I mean, list is well put together, man. The key one Bloodsaw kid actually was at our open run that we had, man. So I got a chance to see him back in June. You know, and that kid and like you say, that kid's solid. But the overall list, I think was well put together.
Coach, I seen on the news, man, about this new athletic complex down at Warner Robins. How's that going to be beneficial? Or you want to kind of explain that to us, man? Or you want to talk about a little of that?
I'll say this, and I'm just waiting to see what they gonna do. Okay. I understand what they put out there and say they gonna do this, that, and the other. I'm just anxious to see in March when this basketball thing kick off in the summertime, and people need place to practice and stuff like that. Let's see if these doors are gonna be open. Or we still gonna be talking about COVID.
Okay.
All right, we got some comments, man. We got a few people, you know, they done threw some names out there. You got Preston Kent, senior.
Out of what school?
Yeah, make sure they list the school, guys, so we can follow up.
And we want everybody to understand too, man. A lot of stuff we can't get to because they don't post a lot of stuff. So it's good. That's why it's good to expose yourself, man. Because if we don't know anything, we don't know. You know, a lot of stuff is word of mouth. You know, I'm always gonna go by what I know. You know, I've seen a lot of kids.
My bad.
Go ahead.
I said she said they out of Brentwood High. Where is it? Is that Brentwood and Warner Robins? Where is that located?
Oh no, that's a private.
That's Sanderfield.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. But
so what division is that?
It's a private school.
That's GISA, ain't it?
Yeah, GISA, yeah.
Yeah.
But then about basketball, man, I don't think that you can necessarily go by stats all the time with basketball.
No, I don't go by stats.
Based off of stats. So, like, for me personally, it's harder to do a basketball ranking because your 15 points and however many rebounds may not determine, you know what I'm saying, your actual impact on the all-around game.
You made a great point with that, Coach Kevin. A lot of times, especially with kids getting caught up in numbers and scoring, the scoring numbers, when actually coaches are looking for other things as far as defensive and hustling. So a lot of time our kids get caught up in that point production number instead of just overall being a basketball player. So you make a great point there, Coach.
Yeah, man. I go by impact, man. You know, I go by impact and I go by how you fit in a system. And on both ends. Like, you got to show me, and I'm not, and on the defensive end, man, I'm not really, and I'm more of an on ball player. Can you stop your man from scoring? I ain't talking about jumping into the passing lanes and all that stuff. You know, I like an on ball defender. Like, can you play both of them? Or do you play both of them? Because a lot of them can, they just don't do it.
Right.
You know, and the impact, can you fit in this system? Like what we were just talking about, Wasted. Can you get the ball and can you look up? Can you pass the ball ahead? Are you gonna make the correct basketball play?
Well, can you put an emphasis on rebounder and continue to score like you're supposed to? Right.
Or can you be coachable?
Right.
Can you be coachable? Like y'all said, I know y'all mentioned earlier about a kid that was, you know, you say he was Mr. Humble. He just don't say much. He just go out. Those the kind of players that we need. We don't need players to come in and think they know more than we do.
Right.
No, you can't be better than him. How could you be better than him when you ain't even coachable? And let's not get playing basketball and hooping mixed up. Now you can go hoop in the backyard. Yeah, you can go hoop in the backyard, but that don't mean that you can play basketball. Do you understand the game?
Hmm.
Playing
Right.
You
behind that
know,
whistle, pretty much.
right, right.
And I just want to throw a nugget out there, man, to the athletes that be watching, man. You guys got to be careful with your social media pages, guys. Social media screenshots never die. So if we got any athletes just watching, the parents, y'all got to be careful with that stuff, man. Now's a new day and time. Coaches are using all those things to communicate with an athlete, and sometimes you just look at things, and don't even say nothing. So kids, just be careful about your social media posts. Make sure they're clean. And if you got your highlight tape, you really don't need all that obscene music in it with the cuss words and all that. That stuff is a negative turnoff on coaches. So athletes, if you're tuning in, just be sure you always, just want to remain humble and respectful during the entire process.
We don't know at halftime the coaches watch the videos on mute anyway.
Hmm.
Right. But yeah, man, another thing on the parents, man. If you want your kid to be seen, get out and get them some exposure yourself, man. You a lot of people that looking for other people to get out. We here to help the kids. We are. But get out, man. The parents got a job too. Just get out, man, and help, man, and do the right thing, man, and don't burn any bridges. Please don't, because you don't know who. So please don't do that. Just get out, man, and get your kids seen if you want them to get seen, man, and we can go from there.
Speaking of, before we get to the top juniors, Coach Chat, how would somebody like find out information about Warner Robins All Stars, or how would they get in contact with them if they wanted to try out for your team, becoming a part of your organization? What are some contact information on you
Man,
guys?
we've got a Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, all the social media. Just look us up, DM us, phone numbers and stuff on the pages. So if you want to be a part, come on.
Are you are you guys starting a girls program this year? I'm
Yeah,
hearing
man.
rumblings about that.
Yeah, man. We starting the girls program, man. Actually, we got 17U, 13U, and looking at as right now, I got to talk back with my coach, the other coach again, whether she's gonna do 8th grade or 6th grade. So we trying to start the girls program because I ain't gonna say the girls get overlooked, but I mean the girls circuit is way different than boys circuit. So we're gonna try to get some girls looked at, man, the same way we try to help the boys, and just try to continue to push this basketball thing and help as many as we can.
Coach Boyd, we got any community events coming up, man? We're about to transition over to another sports season. We got any baseball news, youth registration? We got anything going on in the community?
Yeah, man, we
Middle
finna.
school football back. Middle school
Yeah,
football back this week.
yeah, we finna pull some flyers up, man. For some people to to look into, man. They want to get the kids involved.
Yeah, man, look, I'm trying to get on somebody's sideline or Thursday, Friday. I think the first games will pop out Thursday, Friday, after that ballot Friday. I'm not sure of the location. And I think
Hey, check that out for me, Coach Kevin. Check that out. I said. But yeah, man, you got middle school football that's about to start in Macon. I know one of Robins, they already did it. They just went along with theirs. But you got football, man, and we're gonna try to get out there, man, so we can look at a few of these teams, man, and see what they got going. Spring football.
Spring football.
Spring football, man. Yeah, man, we gonna
go ahead and share that.
you got your Bloomfield youth baseball, man. As you can see, man, registration. 3 and 4 year olds, well, 3 to 14. 3 and 4 year olds, $50. 5 to 14, $85. That's my guy, Adonis Hollenshed over there in Bloomfield, man. So if you're looking for your kid to get in there and play some baseball, man, we doing baseball, man.
And I can vouch for Adonis, man. I've been a part of this program for maybe the last 7 to 8 years, man. Umpiring for him is one of the better programs in Macon. And if you can't read the small writing, it says due to COVID, there will not be any in-person registration. And to register, you can call 478 Okay, 978-6579. So guys, that's definitely one of the better baseball programs, especially for the minorities here in Macon and all over. Really, I'm not sure if how it affects teams outside of Macon, but for Macon, it's definitely one of the better programs we have.
So we're giving y'all a little time, man, to check it out, man. Screenshot it, whatever you got to do, man. Go get those kids doing something, man. We losing too many of our kids right now, anyway. So, hey, keep them busy, man. Look, hey, go sign them up, man.
Matter of fact, man, we might you plug some of these youth football groups. I know a lot of them are doing their workouts right now. Like you got the 478 Flames out there right now. You got Middle Georgia Elite down there in Warner Robins with Coach Dinkin or Coach Marlin. You got there's a few of them out here. Who else out there? You got Bam Middle Georgia Grizzlies, I think. He hold workouts on the weekend, so it's stuff for these kids out here to do, and it's not even at this point. It don't even involve any money. It's just a matter of
man.
Time to get them.
Yeah, man. Please, man. Y'all sign them up, man. Get them doing something, man. We losing too many of them, man. And I'm seeing a lot of athletes, man. We losing them to the system, or we losing them, to death, man. So let's start off early, man. If we start them out early, man, and we stay on it, man, we'll be fine, man. We just, when we taking our hands off of them, man, it is easy to get in the streets, and we losing a lot of them, man. So this where it starts at. If you got to start little man at 3 or 4 years old, start them at 3 or 4, man. Let's just keep them off the streets, man.
Yeah, man. I'm Cindy King out there myself. He got a little psychopath, and he gonna be out there. Look, gonna be out there. We're gonna see what he gonna do.
What else we got, Coach?
Oh, we got So I'm just looking. I think we got that junior list coming up right here. These rankings, man. Y'all ready to unveil that yet?
Yeah, we got. We got another flyer. 2 more flyers I wanted to throw out there real quick.
Go ahead.
Pop that one up.
And viewers, if you especially parents, if you have some information on, you want to know what type of football teams are available or baseball registration, you're interested in travel football, feel free to inbox and our Datz Major inbox, and somebody will respond to you within 5 or 10 minutes, or quick as we can. This is the Hype South Skills Lab here, man. This thing's heating up like fish grease, guys. Every time I look up, man, guys from this skill development lab are producing, guys and girls are producing on the court. So can you tell us more about it, Coach Voigt?
Yeah, man. It's ran by Quentin Harnett, man, from UConn, man. He's pretty good, man. He's getting a lot of kids in there, man, and he's definitely teaching them, man, and getting them right, man. I've seen the development. He get them over there, man. If you have to get in touch with him, if you don't know how to get in touch with him, man, you can inbox Datz Major Podcast, or you can hit, if you know him personally, just inbox him, man, and get those kids in there, man. If you're serious about it.
And like I said, one of his proteges, Tanaya Pryor, she ended up becoming an all-region player by working out over there at Central. She'll be on the show here in the near future. So she really was a kid who took her game to another level under development of Coach Harnett, and she accredits him with being a major effect on her. So shout out to Tanaya Pryor for the all-region berth this year.
Yep.
Also, man, just to address a question up here by Miles Hamilton. It says to the coach's thoughts on how the extra year of college eligibility impacts current high school players trying to get recruited. And I think it does do I wouldn't. It kind of disadvantages the kids graduating now, because a lot of them are getting stuck going to JUCOs or not signing scholarship, because a lot of these kids that probably like in transferring portal or stuff like that are getting picked up because they have that extra year of experience, or those extra years of experience.
Man, that's a topic that'll take a whole nother hour, that transfer portal. That end up being one of the worst things ever created, guys, because kids are listening to the wrong people, getting the wrong advice. They're trying to transfer schools instead of staying there and compete. When COVID has affected 2021 classes, there are not that many slots available. So if you sometimes we got kids that saw a statistic I had shared on social media this week. 72% of kids who transfer don't have a home, and that goes for football on the football side. So on the basketball side, we're going to feel the effects as well, man. So Coach Kev, you made a great point about the transfer portal and how it's affecting the class of 2021. Guys, girls, please keep good people in your corner who have your best interests at heart. I know uncle and cousin them come out of the blue, nephew and niece. When you as soon as you start, you being successful. But remember the guys that were there with you when you got started who had your best interest, young people.
Go to that next one for me, Coach.
All right. Let's see. Here we go.
Okay, so that's our next week. It's the next week episode, man. We will be doing the girls.
Strictly for the ladies.
Strictly
It
for
wi-
the ladies.
we will be doing the girls.
Happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there in the 47 areas. That's major podcast. Happy Valentine's Day to you ladies.
Look, that's why I got my red robe on now.
Well, your inbox might be on fire, boy. You might
slowly I'm working it. Look, slowly I'm working it over. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man, we got some nice guests on it too, man. Miss Pryor from over there at Central, man, and Miss Bird, man. And then you got Miss Bird at Tapno, and then you got Miss Little over there in Northeast, man.
I had a chance
We're gonna
to
bring
watch
them over.
Friday night, man, against Washington County. Miss Little, man, like she's a name that's known here in the Middle Georgia area for past several years, man. So I look forward to having her on the show. And I mentioned Miss Pryor earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, before we get into the juniors, man, I'm gonna bring another guest on, man. I was gonna wait, man, but I want to go ahead and bring him on, man. Mr. Mayor Person, man, Cam Little.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man, what's going on with you?
Yo, so how are you? How are y'all?
Man, we're pretty good, man. What's going on with you?
Not much. Been working out since I came out this slint since, got injured and stuff. But
Hey, man, before we get into anything, man, I'm gonna tell you how important you are to me. Man, Cam played for me, man, my first year coaching. He played for me my first year coaching, man, and I was just trying to find it. I think what you was 8? I think you were 8.
eight.
Yeah, with the Bulldogs. Yeah, man, and man, Cam, man, came in, man, and man, he had his personality, man, and he just had this energy. I like, man, this kid can really go. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, I don't know if you remember, man, but I think we lost like four games in a row, 4 or 5 games in a row. Yeah. And I couldn't. Yeah, man, I was like, man, I don't know what we can do, man. Matter of fact, man, Coach Tat, your nephew was playing with me too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was playing with me on this team. E was playing with us. E and Dre was playing with us.
Okay.
But yeah, man, we ended up, man, that year, man, we got it together and went to the championship. We went to the championship, man. But yeah, man, I look back at that, man. It was about 6-7 years ago. How old are you now, Cam?
15.
Yeah, it was about 7 years ago, man. And I always think back every time I start coaching somewhere or a new year, man. I always think back to that. I always think back to that season, man. So he'll always be, near to my heart because of that.
You too, man. One of the best coaches I ever had.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, man. Tell us about, man, your season, man. Like, how you feel like you did, man, before before it came to an end, man.
Had a good start, great start. Was doing all right by myself, but came up short on a couple of games, and towards the end, before I got injured, start picking it back up, and then that just happened to happen, and.
I keep being referred to an injury. Can you tell the viewers What happened to you with injury? What type of injury did you have?
I had went up for a dunk and I slipped and fell off the rim and messed up my wrist.
Are you healthy? Are you 100% healthy now, or how's that? What percent are you as far as the health right now?
Well, the doctors don't say 100%, so I would guess. Well, I got another week before I go back and get it checked again. So, say about a good 75%.
Well, I had a chance, man. Your name is definitely rising up, man. One of the top sophomores in the Middle Georgia area. I had a chance to catch you up personal when you played against Lamar County. Can you kind of tell the viewers from the beginning of the season to kind of towards the end, how did the game slow down for you, or was there did you have to adjust to the speed of the varsity level? How was that for you?
Yeah, I definitely did have to adjust because coming off of JV last year and made a lot of progress from June to the school season. So it definitely was. Once I got into my group, it started getting easy, and yeah, that's about it.
So I've seen your game change, man, over the years, man. I've seen you develop more and more, man. Like I like your game, man. You got this, you got a nice mid-range game, man, and you bring that energy, man. Who have you been working with, man, over the years, to get your
Um,
game better?
well, this summer I really started training more than ever. Start working out with Quint Hartnett with High South Skills Lab, like y'all said.
Hmm.
Very good job working out with anybody and everybody. And then Jet Training Academy here in Warner Robins. He definitely worked out with me too. Worked on the mid range that you said you liked.
Hmm.
That's about it.
For you, or was there? Did you have to adjust
Yeah,
it?
man. But yeah,
I
man.
know. Go ahead, coach. Coach.
No, you good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cam, man, I know Mary Person's had some down seasons here the last couple of years, man. Who are some guys on your team, man, or some guys in your class, man, that's going to be building blocks for Mary Person the next couple of years, man? You got to try to get back to the winning ways down there in Mary Person.
We have someone in my grade named Mari Lowe. Great shooter, can shoot off the dribble, catch and shoot, can shoot from beyond the 3 point line. Some of the shots he makes is really crazy. He can get it, look you in the eyes and shoot it. We have a freshman, Ty Dumas, very tall, athletic, long, play good defense, get to the goal whenever he wants to, and that's about it to help us get back to our winning way.
And like I said, I competed against you, man, 2 years ago. I think you was in middle school in the eighth grade, man. I was down at Lamar, man. So I saw you guys did have some up and coming guys. So I'm not surprised by your progress, man. Who's the guy that you in college or NBA that you try to pattern your game out? Who are some guys that you kind of look up to?
What the guys I look up to is like Bradley Beal because he can create a shot. He's one of the best shot creators in the game right now. He's very underrated, so he's definitely a person that I model my game after.
That's a good choice, man. That's a good choice.
Hey, man, we're gonna keep you. We're gonna keep you around, man. I like your personality, man. We're gonna keep you around to be a host with us, man. You're gonna stay around for the juniors, man, and the freshmen and sophomores, man. You're gonna give us, your take on them. I know you know a lot of these kids, so you're gonna give us your take on them.
Yes,
How's
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You ready to turn them loose, coach?
Oh, I've been ready.
Mr. Road, man. They call you Mr. Road, man.
Hey, coach, we don't know what else is going tonight, boy. You come in looking like Ric Flair tonight.
Nature boy.
That baby glad I ain't got no sequins on here, man.
All right, this list, guys. Coach Kevin's going to unveil the top 10 Middle Georgia juniors. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh no, I'm finna go ahead or get that assist to old Coach Al.
Yeah, go ahead and slide them in there. We gonna talk about it. Hey, we all of us gonna talk about him. Let's go.
Hey, Coach
Let's
Kevin,
go.
he swear he'll shoot or swing it to him. See what he do.
We got Rashawn Williams, Wonder Robin.
I'm sliding him. Let's slide him to Coach Tat.
Ray is a kid that came up in the program, man, that can shoot the cup off the basketball. He also works out down there at Jet Training, with Cam. He's been great this year. He's tightened up his defense, been a vocal leader. So he's been a great addition to coming off that JV level. onto the varsity level this year.
Okay. Let's go to the next one, baby. Let's go to the next one.
Jordan Keith Peanut, he actually came. That was his Northside pick from last year. He's actually at Warner Robins this year. Another kid that can shoot the cover off the basketball, man. Plays extremely hard. Came in, did gripe a bit, learned the system, got the system down. Then, like I say, didn't gripe, started playing well, averaging. I think Peanut's right around 8 to 10 points a game. Probably about 3 assists, 2 steals a game. Came in, and listened and learned, and he's gonna be instrumental in our run in the region tournament.
All right.
Look, I'll take this one. This one of mine, right?
So hold up. I get back.
Yeah. This one of mine right here. We're gonna go with Zion Odom out of the Northeast, playing from the forward position, man. Watching this kid, to me, he's easily probably the most athletic kid on this list. As far as I'm talking about, kid can jump out the gym, man. To me, it just kind of seems like, he kind of has that 10-speed bike. He's still just trying to put it together a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? Like he from what I've seen, man, I'm watching the kid hit a 360 in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of he's developed a lot over the past couple of years. He's a junior, and he elevates his game every year. And he's one that I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's gonna bring to the table next year in his senior campaign.
Coach Kevin, man. Let me test that, man. I went to see this game. This kid, I watched him a couple times, especially since we have him on the show. This kid may have the most potential, man, out of anybody in Middle Georgia, man. This kid doesn't know how good he can be. I watched him Friday night. He got a lot of his points in the transition game on the baseline, but this kid has a great mid-range jumper, soft touch. Man, this kid, and I'm telling you, like I said, Coach Kevin, he's one man that can really just skyrocket it, man, on the football field and the basketball court over the next year. I look for this guy to be somebody, one of the top players and seniors next year, man.
So what you think, Mr. Little? Do you know him, Mr. Little?
Yeah, I actually played against him in the summer league like a couple of years back. We couldn't stop him. He was just taller than everybody. I already knew he was gonna be something good once then. I was like, man, this kid is tough, real tough. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Zion, man. Hey.
And I really don't even think he considers himself a basketball player like that.
No, he don't, man. He don't. Just me having a conversation with him the other day, man. He really don't. It's just, I don't know, man. I know he's sneaky athletic and he can play, man. Or hopefully, man, he'll, But you know what I'm saying? Like he just. If you haven't seen him, you'll be like, wait a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? He pretty tough,
where he
man.
come from? Yeah.
Like where that come from? That would you be like, where that come from? I seen him try to, he tried to yoke on somebody, man, when they played Central. And I'm talking about, man, it didn't even look like it when he dribbled it. But when he went up in the air, I'm like, oh man, what's going on? But he just, that what I mean by sneaky athletic.
And once he puts it all together, look out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What we got next, Coach?
Let's see who we got. TJ Grant.
Coach Tat, this guy here, his name has been on the radar for the past, since he was a freshman, Coach. You competed against him. His game is elevated this season. Can you tell us more about that, Coach Tat?
He actually played with me last summer on the circuit, man. Mr. Fundamental. He gets it done, man. He gets it done in various ways. He can play with his back to the basket. Got a nice 6'6" frame. Can shoot the three. You get a big on him. He can take him off the dribble, get to the basket, finish with either hand. I also have an offer from Mercer right now. So the kid, man, has a lot of upside, man. And I always talk to him about his game. And when I talk to him, I tell him, Work on that jump shot. Got to get more consistent with that jump shot. Everything else is there. He does a good job on the defensive end. With his length, getting in the passing lanes, and just shrinking smaller defenders, it's smothering them up. He has a lot. He has a lot of upside as well.
So man, I've been following, just following from afar, man. Him and D'Angelo Hines have definitely helped elevate that program down there in Veterans, man. They're undefeated right now. And look forward to you guys maybe on another round 3 with you guys. Yeah. Probably in the region tournament. That's what everybody's looking forward to.
Yeah, Coach Charles. I'm just going to the comments. Coach Charles, we just did the top 10 with this one, man, with no particular order. So they're not in order. We just naming them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. I know how it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know I did it. Everybody know how I do. I did sophomores and freshmen the same way. So we didn't rank them from 10 to 1. We just did a top. Freshmen and sophomores are together, so it'll be a top 15. Hey, we'll let y'all decide. We'll let y'all decide what it is.
I ain't doing no more top 10s.
Up and down the Southwest Georgia, I'll take the heat. I like the rest. I'll take the heat. I'll take the heat.
Hey, I'll take
the east side one.
Hey, but look, I'll take that heat from. I got a top 15. I'll take the heat for somebody that fell out of that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't do it. Like I say, it's by perspectives, man.
Nah, man.
But yeah.
Let's
go to the next one.
Look, man, that last ranking destroyed my inbox, man.
All right, let's go to the next one, man.
Here's another football guy again, man. All right. Coach, tell the viewers about him, because this guy's taking off, man.
Man, this kid is a talented kid, man. He's a talented kid down there in Perry. Like you say, he's a 2-sport star. More to me personally, more football than basketball. But he's capable of playing both. He got some Division I offers right now in football. But as far as him being on the basketball court, he's a force, man. He's about 6'4" and a half. Probably about 230. Strong, man, kid that can shoot it from deep. They can take smaller defenders on the box. Take bigger defenders off the dribble. And he has a lot of upside in basketball as well. But I think me personally, I think football is going to be his ticket. But like I say, he's capable of playing basketball as well.
Like I said, this guy's got one of the top receivers in the Middle Georgia area. But I've been impressed with how he's translated over to the basketball court this year. He's, like I said, you guys, he's physical, he's tough, man, and he's leading that Perry machine down there this year for the Perry Panthers.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. On to the next one, Coach.
And guys, that shows the importance. We're seeing a lot of football guys, man. Kids, it's okay to play both sports, all right? It's okay.
Hey, this kid right here,
Brown.
That kid is an absolute beast right there now. About 6'5" and a half, 6'6". A wing guy that can shoot it, that can get to the basket. I don't think I can. When I see him, tell him, he put some weight on, get in that weight room. But as far as the skill level's there. Like I say, he's got a lot of upside, man, and I think he's one of the top tier juniors in the state.
I want to give a shout out to Coach Rice, man. Every year, Coach Rice has those guys in contention, man, the single A, and there's always a kid from his program that you always got to keep an eye for, man. So great job of developing the guys down there, man, maintaining a consistent program. So give a shout out to Coach Jamal Rice down there in Macon County, man. I look forward to see what Mr. Brown has in store for us, because he's definitely a guy that's rising up the rankings, not only in Middle Georgia, but across the state.
All right, on to the next one, Coach.
Oh, nah, I don't see this boy shoot the lights out the gym and shoot them back on. I definitely can say that, man. I definitely don't see any kid like, man, please. Especially last year out there with Quay Primus, man. Look, he probably would probably accounted for 85% of Primus assists.
And you make a great point, Coach Kevin, man. I know the Central Ball Chargers, they had a down considering what they've done in the past. They had a down year this year. But when you lose a guy like Quay Primus, man, in the middle, he opened up everything for guys like Christian Hill and other guys in the perimeter. So don't really look into the record of Central to make an opinion on the type of players they have. When you lose a guy, man, a monster, but like Quay Primus, man, it's going to affect everybody as a team and as a whole. But Christian is a guy that definitely, I feel like the word I use for him is confidence. If he plays with more confidence, he's one of the better players we have in the area, man. He's a lights out shooter. And once he expands his game as far as the dribble drive game, Christian Hill definitely is going to help put Central back on the map next season.
Right.
QB1, what I call him. I see QB1.
That's my guy. That's my guy, man. Trey Solomon, man. I don't know what I can say about this kid, man. He, like I said, his IQ is so high. You know what I'm saying? He understands the game, and he's very skillful, man. Like he can shoot it. He can penetrate. You know what I'm saying? And he can dish it. He rely a lot on skills. I coached him, 7th grade and 8th grade, man, and he's a pretty good point guard for me.
He's definitely a 3D guy, man, dribble drive dish guy, man. I went to see him, man, actually Friday night. And if I had any advice for Trey going forward, man, sometimes you just gotta assert yourself and be more aggressive. And sometimes I don't know if you got the court with passing the assist, being an assist guy, get your teammates involved. But sometimes you just gotta say, hey, I'm the baddest guy on the floor, and let me go out here and prove it, man. So I definitely, like I said, I look forward to Trey next season, man, really taking that next step. He has a Mercer offer. And but there are times when sometimes he just got to say, hey, I'm that guy, man, and I'm just going to do it for my team, man. So I look forward to some great things from Trey Solomon. Now, this guy here, man, has come out of nowhere, people. Peach County is predominantly a football school, but this guy helped lead them to their first region championship, man, in a long time down there in Peach, man. That's TC Mathis. Coach Tat, do you know anything about TC? If you heard some things about him?
I've heard nothing but great things about the kid, man. How explosive he is, how much of a floor general that he is, and how much he means to that PC program. I know it's 80 to 85% of that relies on his shoulders and what he's done, man. He's put him on his back, and got him to their first region championship, I think, since 2004, 2005 or somewhere.
Man, it's been a long time, Coach, man. And the run they went on, man. They knocked off Upson Lee, and they knocked off America Sumter. And this guy, man, was the main driving force, man. He was an all-region player. And like I said, man, Peach has been known predominantly as a football school. But he's put him on the map this year with basketball. So shout out to Coach Gordon for coming in there and turning that thing around down there, man. Peach County, they used to be an easy win with the boys, man. But now they've shown you, man, this region championship, man, they're going to be a team that's tough to contend with, man, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What you know about him, Mr. Little?
Against us, that man shot lights out. I don't know why he wasn't missing at all. Just was not missing at all. Crazy. And like we would contest the shot, just get a step back and make it. But we couldn't do nothing about it because they had other weapons too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I want to go ahead and put it out there, man. Christian Gray from Central. He was pretty good this year, man, as a junior. I can't remember his average, but I think his average was like 20 something. So we kind of mixed it. We mixed the Christians up.
Yeah, that's what Christian Gray, man. He's a guy I definitely can attest to that, man. Just looking at the tape and looking at the statistics, he was the guy every night in and night out. He was a second team all region guy. He was the one of the few guys on Central, man, that he probably suffered the loss from the loss of Big Quay because it put him predominantly in the number one scores role, and every night he had to carry the team, man. He averaged close to around 20 a game, like I said, Coach Voigt, man. So Christian Gray was definitely a kid that needs to be mentioned in Central Georgia, man. He's like I said, second team all region guy. He's gonna be instrumental in getting Central back to their winning ways. But this guy on the screen, man, I don't know if Middle Georgia know about this guy on the screen. Man, I call him the silent assassin because when you look at him, you don't even really. He's one of them guys you don't look at it think that's gonna bring it. But Coach Tat, tell us about this kid, man, Nick Woodard out of Taylor County.
Nick Woodard is the truth. 6'5", I'll say probably about 6'5.5", can shoot the lights out, get to the basket, knows the game basketball. IQ was there. This picture actually was taken at our open run when he came down in June. But this kid can play, man. He's very coachable. Yes sir, no sir, manable. He gets it done on the floor, man. I don't think it's anything that this kid can't do on the floor. And I mean, he still has the upside. There's still some things he got to learn. But I mean, he does everything. He does a lot of what he does on the floor well.
Like I said, sometimes the kids in the rural areas, man, they get slept on being from the small towns, man. But that's why exposure is so pivotal because this guy blew up at what kind of got noticed at exposure camps, man, exposure showcases. So that's how important it is, man, to try to get out there on the AAU circuit. And it's not all the time. But we talked about it earlier, man. You can't chase the tennis shoes and the bags. You got to chase the teams that's gonna get you seen, man.
He's running with Team Georgia Magic. Coach Butts does a great job getting those kids exposure, man, and he'll be running with Team Georgia Magic.
And like they're talking about top programs, we're gonna get Coach Butts on show in the near future, man. Guys like Ty Fagan has come through his program, man. Kawasi Reeves. So this guy just fits right on in with guys. Devin Butts, his son, man, is at the college level. So this guy right here fits right in. He's the next guy that's gonna come from that Team Georgia Magic program that's gonna sign with a Division I school. He's the next guy. He got next, as they say.
Yes.
Who else we got?
That it, Coach.
Oh yeah,
that's
the last one. Yeah, that's the last one for the junior.
Let me go ahead and throw out a few other names, man, to look out for, man. Evan Tharp at Southwest. Just look out for him next year. You got Cersei been playing pretty decent at Southwest too.
Man, I got to
Travion Cersei.
They're in the playoffs. Matter of fact, Southwest beat Lamar County, man, for the final playoff spot. And Trey Cersei was he's recovered. He's 100% now, man. So I know we had him on the inaugural first episode of That's Major. So I just want to give a shout out to Trey Cersei, man. Way to bounce back if you're watching Trey. Way to be mentally tough, man. I'm rooting for you, man, and it looks like you're ready for a healthy senior football season. So, man, I'm just glad to see that you were able to bounce back from your injury, Trey.
So did we miss any juniors, Cam? Just a little. Did we miss any? Do you know any? We need to watch out for?
Nah, y'all got all the ones that I would put up there. Y'all got all the ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cam Little, Mr. Little, I do want to ask you, there was a kid on your team, man, last name Brown. He's a senior. I wanted to mention him. Who's that kid? First name started with A, last name Brown.
Yeah, Alex Brown Sr. Yeah, one of our vocal leader on the team. He would pick us up when we're down. If we needed a big play, he'll be one of the people that could do it for us so we can get going or whatever. And he really showed out this year since, his last season, and he wanted his last season to be great since, he never really won in Mary Purses because previous teams he played with, they would ball hog, not pass to him, and he was the best scorer in that group, and they just wouldn't do it. So he kind of took over this year and wanted to make a statement for himself.
Oh yeah,
What
man.
number was he?
He was number 22.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Okay.
I just want to give him a shout out, man. I didn't overlook him. I just wanted to squeeze him in, man. Only could get in 10, but Alex Brown is a kid that definitely had a good season for Mary Persons, a senior, man. So I just want to give him a little love.
Hey man, totally non-related topic, man. Shout out to big Adam Lamar out of Central High School, man. He plays second in the state, 3A state wrestling at 285 weight limit. So you know what I'm saying,
Gotcha.
like wrestling always take the back seat to basketball, man. But
Oh yeah, and be going
doing at
on.
the highest level, bro. You know.
Yeah, go on with basketball. So, man, look, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump. Let's go ahead and jump into the to the sophomores and freshmen, man. We're gonna do them together, man. I got some kids that I want you to look out for. Then I'm gonna jump into the top 15, man.
We combined the list of freshmen and sophomores because you really don't find freshmen, that really play, but we found some. So that says a lot about freshmen if they're getting varsity clock. So the freshmen on the list, coach, I look forward to seeing your list, especially got my eyes on the freshmen because if a freshman gets varsity clock, man, that says a lot about them and their potential going forward. So I'm intrigued by the freshmen.
Okay, Coach Tat, man, I know, man, you was discussing two guards, man. Well, yeah, two guards. One of them, both of them at Northside. What's the shooting guard name? The one that plays the shooting guard.
Ricardo Jones.
Yeah. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find no picture on him or anything, man. I just wanted you to, to talk about him.
Yeah. Ricardo Jones he's gonna be a stud for Northside, man. He got some. He didn't start, but he got some varsity minutes. Played a lot on the varsity level, man. Tough competitor, man. He's gonna be one to keep that name fresh on your minds because he's gonna turn some heads here in the near future. And Caleb Jackson, that's the other kid you talking about, ain't it?
Caleb Jackson, yes.
Caleb Jackson, man, another kid. Plays point guard. He plays a lot on the varsity level. Actually started a couple games this year for Coach Simon over there at Northside, man. So I mean, a kid that handles the basketball well, handles the pressure. I think scored probably about 4 to 6 points a game. Played well for Coach Matt, man, and he's gonna turn some heads, in his near future too, also.
Gotcha. All right, Coach. Whatever one you start off with, man. You start out with the ones we need to look out for, or
are we going straight in freshman?
Oh, okay. We'll do that then, man. Mr. Selton. I know this guy personally, man. He plays over there at Howard, man. He's a dog, man. He real hard nosed. He ain't scared of nothing. He can shoot it pretty good, man. He'll drive if he need to. He's had the same game, man, since he was 19 years old, man.
I remember this kid played with Coach Hamilton, man, in the rec league. So, boy, they're growing up fast, boy.
Yeah, man, yeah. Cam, did you play against him?
Yeah, we actually did. Against us, he shot the ball pretty well. I was shocked. Well, I wasn't shocked because I already knew teammates was asking who would be the player to bring them up, and I said Selton. Shoot the ball from anywhere with anybody in his face. Could drive it when he wants to, like you said. Better impact for them. I feel like he kind of carried the team itself.
Right.
You make a good point, Cam, and I was just about to say, man, Selton, if you watch it, man, shows a lot about your character. Even though your team didn't have a lot of as much success as you would like, it shows your character, man, because you was definitely, man, the leader of the team and the driving force that coaches that had to look forward to on the scouting report, man. So, Selton, just keep at it, and, man, it'll get better for you. Just keep working hard, man. Y'all will get better. Keep working.
All right, next one, man. Mr. Shannon Fountain. Man, this a dog, man. Hey, this is Westbrook, man. This is Westbrook, man. He's a dog, man. When he wants to be on both ends, he's got a motor, man, and he just, he won't stop, man. I seen him play, man, a couple games this year, and man, he was a dog, man. He just got a different motor, man. What you think,
Definitely a
Cam?
hard nosed player, man.
With him, he's always on go. Like everything he does is just 110%. Never slows down, never changes speed. Just always on go with him. That's what I like about him. Great point guard, good vision, can get to the basket when he want to. That's yeah.
He's been real important this season. From what I've seen, man, his coercive drives, the double and triple teams. He's been able to get free. His jump shot has improved, man, and defensively, if I'm not mistaken, he may have the school record for steals in the game, man. He's a dog defensively, man. Tenacious defender.
All right, on to the next one, Coach. Hey, man.
This is another one of mine right here, man.
Boy, let me tell you something about this kid here, man. He can actually, man, he's a pure point guard. He don't have to score, but he can score. Straight dog, just like the previous, just like Shannon. Hey, man, this kid right here, man, his defense, his IQ is so high on defense. If he want to lock some up, he gonna lock some up. And like I said again, man, the way he passes the ball and get his teammates involved, man. Just like Jordan was talking about earlier on the show, man. Jalen is, man, that's a dog, man, for real.
And I think his presence, Coach Boyd, like you said, man, his ability to handle the ball has moved Jordan off the ball more and allowed him to become more of a scorer, man. So his development and presence over there, LPD, has really been huge, man. The success of that team.
I can say, man, this is probably one of the most skilled kids I've seen, even at an early age, man. Or had this kid on my football team. I literally watched the kid shake a boy so bad that the boy fell out of his shoes, and the shoes just was standing up on the field. Like they was the Cam Newton piece. So it was all the way up to the ankle. He shot the boy so hard, the shoes was just stuck in place. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he helped y'all beat us in the Super Bowl too, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
barely over 4 feet tall, man.
Man, but he was a dog though. He was a dog, man, for real. On to the next one, Coach. Hey, man, this kid right here. This is one of my favorite kids, man. Jakari Williams, man, JT. JT, man, he's a dog too, man, and JT will do whatever you tell him to do. He's just one of those ones, man, where if you need him to play big, he'll play big. If you need him to play point, he'll play point. He one of them system players, man. Whatever you need him to do, man, he'll do it, man. Pretty good shooter too, man.
Hey, man, speaking of LPD, man, I want to go back, man, rewind. We left off Julius King over that LPD. Man, they have, as you can see, man, kids from LPD are flashing all over the rankings. Junior King's a junior over there. He's a part of the show. So, along with Jakari, man, and Jordan and Jalen Goodrum, man, LPD has a squad over there, people.
Right. Yeah, man. JT, man, is one of those ones, man, and he had it when he was younger. Looking at him play when he was 8, 9 years old, man, he was just one of those ones. The same thing we was talking about, Wasey used to get the rebound. He was doing it young, too. 8 years old getting the rebound, 9 years old getting the rebound, looking up. He look up, he pass it. He just one of those ones that can just do everything, man. Good system player, play both ends, and he's a freshman. He's a freshman, man. So, hey, man, I'm looking forward to seeing him the next 3 years.
Guys, we gotta have that. On one of our future shows, man, we're gonna have that private and public discussion, man, because as you can see, man, some of the better kids are flashing from the private school teams right here in our city, man, and we're gonna talk about advantages and disadvantages and that on a later show.
Cam, what you know about JT?
Crazy story. I was going to my brother's game when he was like 8 years old. And that's when the goals were lower. and
Right, right.
I see him on the other side, so I'm like, this kid pretty tall. And I
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
he went for a dunk. I was like, hold on. And like ever since then, I was just like, okay, he gonna be so tough. And then I watched the we played him last year when he was on JV in the 8th grade, and he held his own. And I watched him this year as they only lost one game this year, I think, and then he held his own against tougher competition too, only as a 9th grader. So I
Yeah.
see good flashes of him.
Yeah,
And
that's a basketball player, man. He's a real basketball player. All right. Oh man, look at this guy here. My guy Cam Little, man, over at Mayor Person. Cam has really developed this game, man. He can, facilitate. He can shoot it. He can rebound, and he plays defense, man. Like I said, man, you got a nice mid-range game now, man. 1-2 dribble pull up, man. And I seen when you played Central, man. You definitely, you play within everybody. You get your teammates involved, and you play good team ball. You bring an energy, man, that a lot of kids don't want to bring. So, yeah, man. Cam, pretty nice, man.
Mr. Little, I just want to say, man, just analyze your numbers there, man. For a sophomore to be in the top 10 in points and assists, man, it really shows your shows your selflessness, man. You also not only you look to score, man, you look to get your other teammates involved, man. So that speaks a lot about your game, man. I can just see that from analyzing the numbers.
yes, sir. Thank you.
Anxious to see what this kid is gonna do during the summer.
Hey, Cam, who you planning on running with AAU this summer?
Right now,
About that.
my
Close this
decision
I like that.
is the Warner Robert All Stars right
I was
now.
about to say, because I got a coach on line one right here. Look, I got a coach on line one.
All right, man. Look, hey, we'll be looking forward to it then.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach. What else we got here? Cam
Man,
Perkins.
I've been hearing this kid's name ever since, man, this summertime, man. I was just hearing reports about one of Rouse gonna play a freshman point guard. One of Rouse gonna play a freshman point guard. And knowing how tough Coach Garvin and Coach Tad is, I was like, I don't know if this kid gonna be able to get the keys, Coach. How did he handle it, Coach Tad?
Well, actually, what happened was with when COVID hit, Coach Damien, didn't want a chance. The 9th grade group were playing last summer, so I called Cam, and I told Cam, I said, "You playing up this summer?" And he didn't complain, he didn't gripe, and he played meaningful minutes. He didn't play the scrap minutes or anything like that. He threw his tail in the fire. Um, and when he threw him in the fire, he held his own. He took some bumps and bruises, but he held his own. He competed. He understood what the tempo and speed of the game was, and he just kind of took it and ran with it. So coming to the school year, Coach Garman, took a look at him and so did in practice and say, hey, the kid, he think the kid's ready. Put him in his first game. First game, I think he scored about 8 points. In his first game, second and third game, we played Heritage. Heritage got a kid that's going to Ole Miss. He had to guard that kid the whole game and held his own. So his mentality, man. He works extremely hard also off the court. So Cam Perkins is a kid that's a leader, and when we talked about earlier, we talked about the numbers and the scoring. Cam Perkins is not asked to score a whole bunch. So you might see other freshmen that scoring 13, 14 points a game at their respective schools, but he's not asked to do that. He's asked to run the team, and that's what he's done. He has to play defense, take charges. That's what he's done. They'll come when it's his turn to score points.
Coach, I could just look at
My kind of player.
All right, hold on, Coach. I just want to say, looking at this picture, Coach, this kid is putting in work, man, with his body. Because when I saw him during the summer, he still had the baby fat, and he still was a little chubby. So it is a testament to how hard he's worked, how hard you guys have worked with him, because just by looking at this picture, I can tell his body's toning up, Coach.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. He goes to 619 training. With the weightlifting and with the weightlifting and strength conditioning that we do at also at the school. He takes pride in that. He's probably the first one there, last one to leave, and that's even with practice. So he has his mind. He has his mind set on being the best basketball player to ever come through Warner Robins High School.
Now, I was going to ask you one more question, Coach. You've coached Marquez Callaway as a point guard. You've coached Jacoby as a point guard. What this kid as a freshman compared to what those guys were?
Well, all both of those guys, Marquez and Jacoby, both started as freshmen point guards. Back then, we pretty much with Marquez was different. Marquez, we asked to come in. When he came in, he scored the basketball. And you got to think now, when he came in off of 8th grade, he was 6'2.5", 6'3". Jacoby comes in about 5'11". He could score, but we didn't ask him to score. We asked him to run the team because you still had Marquez as a senior, as a junior. And along comes Cam. He has Greg, he has Rashawn, and all those guys that's gonna do the bulk of the scoring. So we just asked him to run the team. But his points are plus.
Oh yeah. Y'all got a
My
pipeline.
kind of player. My kind of player.
Yeah, man. He understands it, man, and takes on that role, man, of being I'm gonna lead my team, and he's a vocal leader out there, man, telling seniors what to do, and they also getting on his tail too when he makes mistakes.
Yeah. So you're a firm believer, Coach Tatum, if you're good enough to play, no matter what class you're in, you put him in the 5.
Put him in the 5. If you're good enough to play, you hold your own. I've always been the type, if you dominating your class, then you able to play up. If you're a freshman and you dominating other freshmen in that freshman class, you able to play up. In middle school, his middle school, they went undefeated 2 years in a row. He dominated this. He dominated that class. So why hold him back?
Definitely.
Right. Make a good point, man. All right, on to the next one, Coach. Hey, man, this kid is out of Twiz County, man. I was talking to his AAU coach earlier. Cam, do you know him?
Yeah. So I actually played AAU with him this summer, and good facilitator, can get to the goal whenever he wants to. If he has his mindset on the goal, he's going to get there. He'll either get fouled, shoot free throws, or he'll get an and one and shoot the free throw. And he's also really well at drawing defenders in, so he can kick it out to his shooters to shoot the 3.
Yeah, man, I looked at his stats, man, and he's leading every category down in Twiz County. Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Everything. So pretty much he's running everything as a freshman, I want to say.
Yeah, sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay, a sophomore. As a sophomore, he's running like he's doing everything.
Man,
that impact, man.
He worked so hard in the offseason, man, because last year, I remember, man, he was kind of, he was a little frail in the build, man, but hey, man, this kid, any kid that can lead the team in all major categories, it just tell you.
Hey, man, yeah. Hey, man, that's a big impact.
You were telling me about him, Coach Boyd, earlier, man. I was like, man, and this is really showing, man, in the small towns, Butler, Twiz County, we can make it count, man. We got kids in rural areas, man, that can really get after it. This is what I'm seeing on the rankings, man. It's showing me we got kids can get after, man, from everywhere, man. The small areas, Forest Forsyth, small towns, man. So we got some players in the 4-7-8, man.
Right. All right, Coach, on to the next one.
Darker Tia.
I just call him Craig, man.
Craig.
We're gonna turn this one over here to Coach Tat, man.
That's Caleb Jackson, man. Like I said, man, great kid, man. He started a couple games. as a freshman for Northside, man. Like I said, averaging about 6 to 8 points a game. Played well. I watched him a good bit in middle school, and like I said, he was one of the dominant kids in the 8th grade. So why make him stay down and continue to dominate? Then
Right.
then put him in that fire so he can lead your team for the next couple of years. But yeah, Caleb does a good job over there at Northside. He don't back down from nobody. Tough nosed kid, man.
Gotcha. All right, coach.
My. This guy right here.
Big man on the list.
Man, this guy right here, Coach Kevin. Man, tall kids, you look clumsy, can't walk, uncoordinated. I watch this guy get better by the dribble. This guy get
Yeah.
better by the game, man. At 6'9",
Aaron Jones.
man.
Yeah, Aaron has. I've seen Aaron when I remember Aaron when Aaron was about 8 years old, and like you said, he was tallest one, real clumsy. But now, I mean, he's picking up. He's picking up to be an athletic 6'9" kid, man. He's learning. He's learning to how to block shots. Instead of just being long, how to block shots, keep it in bounds. Uh, he's getting better. He's getting better by the game, man. I think last game he had like 13 points, 10 rebounds, in the last game. Aaron's a tough kid. He ain't gonna back down from nobody. So it's gonna be good seeing him the next couple of years.
So where does he play AAU at?
Team Georgia Magic.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he with Butts too.
Okay, gotcha.
Man, this kid, man, 2023 class, man, he probably is going to be one of the top 3 to 5 bigs in the state, man, with his length and his wingspan. He's like, say, just keep working. He's keep working. He's up next for Team Georgia Magic as well, man. He's up next.
Yeah, he's actually playing 17. He's actually going to play 17U again. He actually played 17U last year with Coach Butts.
Okay.
Okay. All right, coach. On to the next. Hey, man. Let me tell you something about this kid here, man. I just went and watched some highlights. Maybe Cam may be familiar with him. But I watched some highlights, man. This kid is a straight dog. Down at Baldwin, sophomore, man. Like, he's one of the best defenders I've seen, man. I just watched some highlights, but he is a very, very good defender. And he's a good finisher.
Man,
he got a lot of dog in him.
To add on to what you're saying, Coach Boyd, man, his name is keep buzzing, man, all over. It would be a sophomore, man. He's an instrumental piece for that Baldwin machine, man. Baldwin got a squad, man. They gonna be in the running, man, for that Final Four, man. When the smoke clears.
Yeah, man. Me just looking at just his highlights, man, I was like, wow, man. Because I actually saw an article on him on Facebook. I think Norman put it up. Maybe he plays for Norman. I don't know, but I know Norman is down in the Millersville area. But man, I seen an article, man. I like, let me go, I'll check this kid out, man. And I went and looked at some stuff, man. I was like, man, yeah, he's pretty good.
They got a little 3-head monster, man, with Satchel Simmons and Will Freeman down there at Baldwin. They're tough to deal with down there, man. Baldwin, their record is no fluke, guys. They handle Westside both times, man, because they have the ability to put different athletic guys to kind of slow Reeves down a little bit. But Baldwin is definitely a team, man, that's gonna be in the state title contention.
Cam, do you know anything about him, or has he played anything with you?
Not too familiar, but I did see some highlight stuff. Like you said, he does have good defense and all that.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. I just want to make sure. All right, Coach, on to the next one.
I remember
Jeremiah
that kid.
Holloway.
Boy, I remember that kid.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I've been watching this kid, man. And it's crazy, man, because this the kid that beat us in the championship, Cam.
Yo.
Yeah. But yeah, man. He always, man. He always been a skillful basketball player, man. He can play both guards, but he's real smart, man. He can shoot it. He can dribble it and draw fouls. And he's pretty good.
Oh yeah, man. I watched him come up in the rankings, man, and he's always been a point guard, man, a true point guard.
Right.
Been my headache since I was 9 years old. Promise.
I think we took care of him when y'all was 9. I think I took care of him then, man. But yeah. I think, man, he been a headache for me, man, when he was 10 and 11. I had to deal with him again, man. So, but yeah, man, he's a pretty good player, man.
Oh, Davion, man.
Davion Henderson.
In the fifth, I taught him in the 5th grade, man. Now he's in the 10th grade. Boy, time flying.
Yeah, man. Davion, I always like Davion game, man. He can play. What I like about him, he can play with other good players. You know how you have sometimes you can have good players, but they don't give you nothing when they play with other good players. He kind of can take the back seat to people, man, and still be, making an impact.
I tell you what, Coach Boyd, like you said, man, if Westside's gonna do any damage, especially win this first round game, Davion's gonna be a guy, man, that's gonna have to, he's gonna get a lot of open shots, and he's gonna be huge, man, if they're gonna make any noise over there in the playoffs.
Right.
He's a slasher, man, and lone defender. Oh yeah.
Cam, you was a teammate of Davion, man, somewhere. I know it was in Rick. I don't know if you played the AAU circuit with him. But tell us about it, man.
It was in the Rick.
Okay.
Tallest person. I thought he would be like 6'7", 6'8".
Right.
He was taller than everybody. So, but yeah, he still can create his own shot, pull up mid range is nice, get to the goal where he wants to. Him and Shannon would be a great backcourt duo if they can.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, man. I like that. I always like them.
Davion and Shannon and Tobias Rice, man, is coming up. They got a bright future over there at Westside, man.
Oh yeah.
That's a freshman, right?
Yeah, the freshman, Tobias Rice, the guy, the freshman.
On to the next one, Coach. Khalil Green.
KG.
Another kid that I been watching and playing against since he was 8-9 years old. Man, hey, he was another headache for me. Can shoot it pretty good, He can shoot it pretty good. He's very, very good with drawing fouls. He's very good at that. It's kind of hard to check him. Yeah, man, it's hard to guard him, man, because he can definitely draw fouls, even if he's acting or whatever he's doing. But he can draw, man, like for real. And he can shoot it. He can drive it, But he definitely a ball player, man. He got a brother. His brothers can play too, man. He got some brothers, man.
And it's kind of like being a baby of the family. It's kind of like he took a little something. He got one athleticism from one. LaShawn.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Cam. He was a chubby kid too. Khalil was a chubby. Every time I see him, I joke with him. I said, "Boy, I remember he's a chubby little fat boy. Now you're dunking." So he's put in the work, man. Khalil Green definitely put in the work.
And he's not scared of anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and that's another thing about him. He'll talk a little trash, man, if he get out there. But he can bag it up, though. He can bag it up.
We're seeing guys from the private school, man, flash all over the rankings, man. So, like I said, man, we got a big discussion, man. It's private and public. We're going to talk about that on the show going forward in the future.
Man, you know what, Ron? I'm sorry. I don't know how we forgot Isaiah, man, but we did have him on the list. I promise you, we were just talking about that before the show came up. But
Coach Boyd, I got a
yeah,
question for you. We had just
yeah,
talked about it.
we just talked about it. As a matter of fact, it's crazy because I just talked to his dad earlier. But I don't know how we end up doing that, man. But Isaiah is definitely he's definitely in the top 10 of juniors.
The Josie kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. And we got mixed up
Hey,
some kind of way trying to.
I'll screenshot our inbox, Coach Boyd. We just talked about this by 5 o'clock today. And so we was talking, make sure we didn't leave any guys off. But Isaiah Jones is a guy who's put in work, man. Over there at Stratford, he's put in work. And his game is taking off for junior season. I look for big things from Isaiah his senior year going forward.
Yeah, sorry about that, Isaiah. I don't know how we end up doing that, but trying to get ready for the show. I guess that's what it was.
Oh yeah. Who you got next on the list? Coach Kevin went black on black. There you go. Boom. Big Stan.
My guy,
Man,
Big Stan. I'm gonna tell you, man. That's another thing we was just talking about impact. The impact on a team, man. Stan gonna play however you want him to play. I think he's shooting over 50%. I don't think he's averaging them probably about 8 points. But he's doing exactly. He's not asked to score all the time anyway. But his impact, man. He gets down to get rebounds, man. I see next year, man. Stan probably gonna be a walking double.
I seen him use his size, man. Even though he was undersized height wise. I saw him Friday night, man, conversing buckets around the rim against longer defenders, man. So he used his weight and his size good in the post. I had a chance to watch Stanley, man, Friday night up close against Washington County, man. So I was impressed with his ability to finish around the basket, even though guys with longer defenders over.
Right. And that's the thing about him, man. He can use his body to get shots off. And like I said, man, he don't, by him shooting over 50%, man, he don't take a lot of bad shots. If he take any, he gonna take the shots he need to take. But him and he can pass it when he need to.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he's another kid that I coached. And he was pretty good then, man. And he's still the same, man. He's definitely, man, one we need to look out for the next 2 years.
Oh yeah, you can roll it, Coach Kevin. Like I said, guys, listen, look, this is that guy I've been waiting on. This kid here, man. I knew 2 years ago playing him in 8th grade, man. He's gonna be special. Tell us
Another
about
one.
Lord.
Another one I had a headache with. I think he was playing with I think when I played against him, he was playing with the Wildcats over there on it, in East Macon. I think he played with them a couple years, man. Maybe he was. I want to say this was a 5th grade team. Then I seen him play down in Warner Robins a few times.
Once he gets the jump shot consistent, man, he's an athletic point guard, man, that's gonna take off and skyrocket up the rankings. He's been getting some. I noticed him on social media, man, up in the Atlanta area. He's been going up there competing. This kid, man, he's the future of Jones County, man. Jalen Sanford, athletic point guard, man, who can get to the rim, and once that jump shot get consistent, man, he's gonna be tough to deal with. Cam, do you know anything about Jalen, man?
Yes, sir. Played with them 5th grade AAU with the Wildcats and trained with them with High South Skill Labs. And I can definitely see he's gotten a lot better, quicker, can very explosive, can dunk off of 1 foot and 2 feet. He has very good potential. Very good potential.
Oh yeah,
You
he's at the top of that list, man. Him and Aaron Jones, man. Yourself, man. You guys, man. It's a great sophomore class in Middle Georgia.
You want to know what's gonna make him so good?
With that coach.
Coach Buck Harris.
Okay. Yeah, coach. Oh yeah, veteran coach, man, experienced coach.
No. I'm talking about Jalen.
Oh yeah.
Coach Buck Harris.
He's high school coach.
Yes. Coach Buck Harris gonna get the most out of him. Very experienced coach, man, that gets get the most out of his kids.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You can go ahead,
Yep.
Coach.
Little
All
Harnett.
right, Quinn is one that I wanted to everybody to to look out for. He kind of fly under the radar a little bit. Quint, man, can really shoot it, man. He been shooting it for a while too. Even when Rick, man, I remember him shooting down in Bloomfield, man. I think he was like 10. He's still shooting it, man. He been playing pretty good, man, over there at Tapton.
He's a guy, man, that's got better, man. I've seen him like a left hand guy, point guard. Man, he's a guy, he's got a great basketball lineage, man, family lineage, man. So he's a guy that you would probably call one of those late bloomers, man. A guy who's gonna take off later in his career. He's definitely a kid, man, that you have to keep a watch on, man. Quinn Harnett, man, like I said, Quinn Harnett Jr., the son of Quinn Harnett Sr., man. He's a guy, man. You better get on board now, man, because he's gonna take off.
He's a kid that understands it. He's a kid that understands his mistakes, and he ain't gonna make him more than one time.
Right.
You get on him about it. He understands, takes heed of it, and ain't gonna too much make the same mistake twice, man. He's a very coachable kid. I can tell you that much.
Oh yeah, man.
Gotcha.
Very crafty too, man. Crafty left-handed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Coach.
That's the junior. I mean,
Oh, that's a freshman and sophomore list.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's supposed to been Quinn's supposed to been in the which color, the ones we need to look out for. You got the other list, Coach? All right. So we got a few on here, man. Tobias Rice, we was just talking about him.
Big 6'8"
Freshman over there. Yeah, man, over there at West Side, man. Tobias, man, is another kid I coached against, man, when he was 11, 12 years old, man. And I seen the potential in him then. And I still see it in him now, man. It's going to be pretty tough, man, when he starts to get better and learn the game a little bit more, man. He's gonna be pretty tough.
It's tough on freshmen, man. The speed of the game is so tough on them, especially the big guys. They got to learn how to defend the post without fouling.
Right.
So once I expect the game to slow down for Tobias next season, man. I look for him to take off.
If he's willing to take that learning curve, then he should be pretty good, man. Because I hear ways to talk good things about him. So I've heard nothing but good things about him, man.
All right, Jarvis Wilson, man. This is a kid that I coached. I've actually never coached him in basketball. I coached him in football, man. But this kid is a very good defender. As a freshman, man. And I'm excited to see, where he goes the next 3 years. He got a little playing time over there at Central this year, man. I think he should have played a little bit more. But, man, he's a very, very good defender. And he's pretty good with finishing, too.
Boy, that's my free safety, ain't it?
Yeah, he played safety with us. Yeah, man, Jarvis Wilson, man. Jonte Adams, man. This is an old picture, man, because he's actually over at Northeast now. Man, another kid, man.
I had over there at Southfield. Yeah, he's at Northeast. I saw him over there on the bench on Friday night.
Yeah, man. He's another pretty good defender, man. And got some dog in him, man. I'm excited to see him, man, when he gets, as he gets going, man, and his next year, man. I want to see how he's looking. But he's a pretty good defender, man. He's really known for his defense. So I want to see how he develops, man. My man Quay. Quay is actually playing pretty good over there at Southwest, man. He can facilitate it. He can shoot it. He got a nice little, drive game, man. He got a nice floater. Quay gonna be pretty good, man. He was pretty good down at Ballard, man. Played down there with Jante.
I can speak of both of those kids. Like I said, I had them over there at Southfield, man, elementary when they was in elementary school. This kid, man, is great character, man. I got a nice yes sir, no sir kid, man. Student athlete, very smart kid, man. So he got great things ahead of him, Mr. England, man. He got a bright future.
Hey, and I want to give a shout out to happy birthday to Quay, man. Today is his birthday too.
Happy birthday, Quay.
Another one, man. I know you're probably familiar with him too. Malachi Searcy.
I was
Hey, man, he's very underrated as a player, man. He's pretty good too, man, over there at Southwest. I want to see how he does next year, man. Like I said, the COVID killed a lot of stuff, man. With a lot of these players, man. But Malachi's pretty good.
Coach, we had another kid, man, Amari Johnson down there in Peach County. He's a freshman as well, man. You probably remember him, Coach Boyd, man, from the rec league. He played for Coach Hamilton, man. Amari Johnson is a kid to look out for down in Peach County, a freshman.
He plays on the freshman team with Cam and them.
Okay, so definitely he's another kid, Coach Tat, man, Amari Johnson, who's gonna be rising up the radar.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Money Brown, man. Money Brown, man. I'm looking forward to him, man, when he gets out there and starts playing, man. Money is a pretty good player, man. He can shoot it. He's a pretty good point guard, man. Real fast. He's athletic for his size. He can finish, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the next few years.
And hey guys, hey, I ain't got no robe, but my wife, boy, she looking at me crazy over here for that Valentine, man. So go
You should have been a robe, then you wouldn't even have a problem.
I might go transform like
real,
this.
real play. You gotta know some real players, man.
I'm gonna step out a little early, man. I just want to Coach Tat, man. Thank you for coming on, man. It's big shout out to you, man. What you doing out there in Warner Robins, man. I look forward to supporting you, man. Just keep at it, man. Y'all building something special down there, man.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all having me, man. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you, Coach.
Okay.
Hey guys, man, I catch you on next week's show, man. Y'all have a good night, fellas.
All right, too, bro.
Okay. All right. But yeah, man, like I was saying, Money's a pretty good player, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Jalen Rutherford, he over there at Central, man. I've seen this kid get better too, just like Tobias, man. He played pretty good this year, man. He's starting for Central, man, over there. I know they were missing Big Quay, man. He stepped in, man. Coach Taylor doing a pretty good job with him. Jaquez Lawrence, man, pretty good, pretty skillful, can pretty much do everything. When he wants to play, he can play, man. He's over there at Central also, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him the next couple years. That's all of them, Coach.
Oh yeah, we're gonna ran
all right, man. Let me see. We're gonna go through a few comments, man, before we get out of here.
Coach Charles say, how tall is
Jalen? Man, I think Jalen's about 6'4", man, something like that. 6'4". Tell him ask Wason, man. Wason probably been around him a little bit more, man. Like I said, I seen him play, man. But I think he may be about 6'4". Like I said, man, he's getting to the point where he's getting better. He's getting better, man. As long as he, keep his mind in it, and I think he had I coached him 1 year. He had a little attitude problem, man, and I think he, what I'm saying, he's getting around to it. So Hey man, I can get you. Hey, we can get in touch with his mom. I know his mom, man.
Coach Charles, boy.
Hey man, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Look, we can get in touch with his mom, man, and see what's going on with him, man. I know maybe he played. I think he played baseball. I don't know, but yeah, man, I'll get in touch with his mom, Coach Charles, and we'll go from there, man. Cam, hey man, it was a blessing having you on, man.
Thank you for having me on here.
Hey man, we're gonna bring you on as a host, man. We're gonna bring you on as a host.
That would be great. Yeah.
We're gonna let you get on out of here, man. We know it's school night, man. So we're gonna get you on out of here, man.
Hey, look, it's President Day tomorrow, bro.
Oh, President. I think I'm so used to that, man. I be trying to get him. I'm used to the schools, man. Since we come on Sundays, man. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and let you get out of here, man. Like I said, man, keep doing what you're doing, man, over there. I know you'll recover from your injury, man. Just keep being the player that you are, man. Your future's bright.
Yes, sir. All right, so again, thank you all, y'all.
Okay, man.
Hey, man.
All right, man.
Having you on, man.
Yep.
All right. Hey, man, I guess we're going to get up out of here, man. Jalen ran and did hit Valentine, man. You got to bring that Valentine in, man, the day before, man.
Yeah, man.
That's like Christmas Eve, man. You got to bring it in the day before.
At 12.
Or have your lady, right there with you. Let her come on the show with you.
Look, I got my robe on for me, though.
Yeah, man. You got to bring it in, man. Hey, you got to bring it in the day before, man. Valentine's Eve.
But yeah.
That's how you do that. But yeah, man, I guess we can get up out of here, man. Coach Tat, man. Hey, we enjoyed you, man. We enjoyed you coming on, man.
Hey, man, I enjoyed it, man. Shout out my boy, man. Coach Charles, Coach Kenny, man. Off the dribble.
Off the dribble, baby.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate y'all having me, man, and appreciate that the conversation we had the other night about putting all this stuff together, man. For the greater cause of these kids, man. And let's make this thing work, man.
That's right, man.
Hype off the Dribble Network.
Hey, man, that's what it is, man. Hype Soft off the Dribble Network, man. Let's do it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, y'all gonna make some room, man. I'm gonna come on off the dribble, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna let Coach Kevin, man, run it, man. I'm gonna let him run the podcast, man. I'm gonna go with all the dribble, baby. Remember Steve Urkel did that, man? You remember we went to step by step? Yeah. Hey, man, he went to step by step, baby. I'm gonna go over to step by step, man. I'm gonna go over to all the dribble, man, and let you run it, man. You just tell him, man, Coach Void can't be here today.
We've been unburnt the whole podcast down, man. They leave with me.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Hey, man, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Hey, y'all have a blessed night, man. Be safe, man. Stay safe, man. Until next time.
Hey, and just put it out there. This is just a one time. This is just a one time thing. It ain't gonna be back next week. We're gonna retire the road.
Hey, appreciate that, Bruce.
Oh, okay, Bruce Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Look, man. Hey, we out of here, man. Until next time, Coach Tat.
Yes, sir.
Coach Kevin.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. We out.
Hey, put the red filter on, man.
What you been doing? What you been doing? Silhouette?
Put the red I'm ready.
Man, I'm gone, man. All right.
All right, y'all.
All right.